serving them beer, who had pretty much told them not to cause a problem with you. But you guys very quickly had a little hostile conversation with each other, which quickly after that erupted into a little bit of a fight, where the inn ended up catching a flame due to our friend Tybalt here, who enjoys playing with fire, and thrown alchemical fire potion to the other end of the inn. As the inn was beginning to catch a blaze and the smoke rising throughout the town, the sun is just setting. You guys end up dispatching the Red Brands here, but not before the innkeeper fired a few crossbow bolts and took her leave, not wanting to perhaps get captured or questioned by you guys.
What was her name again?
Grizzla.
Grizzla, got it.
As you guys exited the inn after your little interrogation and throwing on the fire of the last one that you had knocked unconscious and dragged out, and found out that Grizzla had probably run and hid behind the inn. You guys came out of the inn. It was sitting outside. As it kind of burns inside, you feel the warmth on your back, and you see two figures walking down the road. For the lizard folk, kind of hard to see, but for the dwarf and the tiefling, you kind of make out one shorter, could be a gnome or a halfling, and a taller human walking down the path towards the end.
Are they wearing red?
Right?
No.
Because if they're wearing red, we're gonna kill them, obviously.
No, they don't appear to be. I don't know. What do they look like?
A halfling or a gnome and a taller human.
Yep. Halfling is in a vest that's a brown-green color, pants that are torn off at one of the legs. I've got a mohawk and like short and mutton chops.
Mohawk and mutton chops, I like it.
Oh my god, that's great.
I love that.
Sturgis.
All right. Well, I guess I would. We're sort of taking a short rest, right? So
You guys had gotten a short rest at the end of the session, yes.
Yeah, we kind of needed it. If I remember.
I got my spell
slot.
slots.
all right. Well, I would say, hail. You're not part of the Red Brands, are you?
The who?
All right. Good answer.
It was the only answer I would have accepted.
Are you? I haven't seen you around town. We've only been here, I don't know, about an afternoon. Are you from here?
Not I.
No, we are not.
Oh.
We've just arrived ourselves.
Fortune or glory?
Glory.
Why not both?
Good answer.
I like how we haven't questioned the super on fire building we're standing in front of.
I just asked, is it actively ablaze?
It is.
Yeah.
It is actively ablaze.
And we're having a casual conversation. On the
flames
We're
are
side.
legit. We're like standing outside on smoke break, basically. Just like.
Did you guys bring marshmallows?
Oh shit, my
Yeah.
inn!
Are there
as you're
people
kind of-
inside?
There were.
Deceased people.
As you guys are kind of shouting back at each other a few, like 20 or 30 feet or so, just little pieces of the timber just falling into the house as the flames are rising
I don't know
higher
about
and
you
higher.
guys. I'm gonna go down here.
Yeah, let's get off of this inn here. Let's talk to our acquaintances here. So
What's going on here? What's
so we just got into town on some business, and we came across these Red Brands. It's a local mercenary outfit that have been roughing up the townsfolk, extorting them, and we came over here to this tap house where we know they frequent, and one thing led to another, and now it's on fire. Around the corner there, the leader of the rabble inside took a shot at my friend Tybalt here and ran off. Are you interested in helping clean this place up with us?
Are you injured?
No, I'm
I
good.
think we just kind of patched ourselves up here.
Rested for
In front of this burning building.
In cases you're wonderings, Red Brand don't taste good.
Well, they don't fight that good either.
Oh, shrews.
No, they do not.
I was not wondering about the tastes, but it's good to know that the local bandits, don't fight that well. And as they're describing their encounter, I'm gonna pull out my journal and just start taking notes, like writing everything down that they say.
I would
Man of my own heart.
killing things.
Yeah. Kill the Red Brands have been roughing up the townsfolk, which all seem pretty nice.
I'll
I would
Extortion.
my short swords, and I'm Bastros is down.
Yeah, let's go. And also the guy, the local provisioner said he'd give us a discount on goods if we can take care of this
Sick.
Red Brand problem. So all the better.
I believe he said it was a 30% discount, or was it a 20%?
That's true. I'm not good
You
with
could always
numbers. I'll
try to
let Tibble
persuade him.
negotiate.
You could always try to persuade him at a different percentage later on.
Hey, Ryan, can you unlock my goddamn character?
Now,
I wasn't the one fucking moving it around. God, you keep doing this to me.
well, I don't know who's moving him around, but you were getting moved into the fire, so I just wanted to stop it. It's okay.
He's trying to
As you
stop me
guys
from
kinda
taking fire damage.
Finish up talking. Finally, members of the town seem to be running down the path, some with buckets of water running down. You notice Harbin Wester, the town master, Sildar behind him, along with Lenar the miner, and
Yikes.
Speak of the Devil, Barthen, from Barthen's Provisions. Running down with water, the town master comes up and says, "What the hell have you guys done?"
Nothing
What
to
you
seize
wouldn't-
here.
We walked in there and they attacked us.
I brought my own drinks, and they didn't seem to like that very much. So
I forgot that was the reason why the fight started.
That's
I brought
true.
I brought my own drink. That's the whole reason we burned the place down.
To be fair, we were looking for a fight.
I mean, true.
I mean,
be
does
fair.
Tibble really even need a reason to burn a place
No.
down? They looked at me funny, and I burned their place to the ground.
They said my skin was weird. I didn't like them.
Harbin's jaw just kind of drops as he hears your excuse for burning down part of the town that he is the town master, quote unquote, of I warned you not to mess with the Red Brands. Leave them alone.
Do you know where the rest of them
Everything
are?
would be good.
Well, maybe you should warn the Red Brands not to mess with us.
True story. Sorry, true stories. Get into character, Chris.
Is this not their hideout?
No, they just
Well,
came here a lot.
No, their hideout.
So there's two taverns in town. This is the sort of shadier one where they frequent, but it was
My friend misspoke. It is the shittier one.
That's true. I think that was Ryan's words exactly. Yes.
And the rest are up at the manor, which is where we were headed before we ran into this place.
Well, let's go around back.
Oh yeah, I want to check out
Yeah.
the other thing.
Yeah, I want to see if we can find Grizzla.
The one we interrogated before said she probably ran to a storage thing in the back, didn't she?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm ahead to that.
Go back to
The
counting
other
your gold and
townsfolk,
being a wuss.
Besides Harbin, are just kind of throwing little buckets of water to not much avail, not really putting out any of the fire. It's still burning quite brightly.
I know
Shout.
it's not really gonna work, but I'm gonna start trying to use prestidigitation to snuff out some of the fire, knowing it's not gonna work.
So,
But at least you appear and
Just to
making a
look like you're helping. Okay.
Yeah, I'm making the effort.
difference like that.
Is
Townsfolk
Niven
What
Well,
does it
you
say
had
about
no
us that we
idea.
don't make the effort at all? I don't know.
the townsfolk kind of dressed in a little bit of mining gear with some tools along his belt, just kind of called back over his shoulder. Appreciate your help, good sir. We need more
Yes,
water.
anytime.
And
I'm just
Thatch
gonna
is
like
just pacing
walk
back and
around.
forth like, told him not to do it. I told them not to do it. I told them not to do it.
Quit your belly aching.
So, is there?
I've never met a more spineless man.
Is he in league
I
with
have.
these red brands?
We don't know. I mean, we just know that he seems deathly afraid of them.
If he's
Yeah,
not in
he
league,
seems
he's
terrified.
inherently complacent.
Yes.
Yeah, if he's not getting kickbacks, I'd be surprised.
We'll kick him back.
All right, let's check this little outhouse.
Yeah. Is there a door? Let me check the door.
Yep, in front of you, you see what looks to be like a storage shed. It's kind of made of just newer wood planks than the shittier drinking hole that you had just cut ablaze. A little stronger, little iron reinforced bars at the corners, and the door itself seems to be made of reinforced oak wood.
Let me check.
Is
that
it
door
unlocked?
handle. Yeah.
You try to open it.
Thaumaturgy.
Yes.
No, it's
You try to
probably
open
locked.
it, and it doesn't open, and a little slat you didn't notice before kind of slides up. You hear, "Go away!" And it slams shut again.
Did it sound like the dwarf lady from earlier?
It did.
All right.
When should we beat down this door?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna kick the door in.
Can
I'm
I
gonna-
help?
Please
I'm gonna
do,
let them.
because you
I'm gonna
know
let
I'm
them
gonna
kick
roll.
the door in.
You know I'm gonna roll garbage on this and like
Is
break
it
my
going to be
foot.
when kicking the door?
I will try and kick this door in.
I'm gonna
Right.
back up and let them
With
kick
the
door
help
in.
of Bayrick, go ahead and roll a strength check at advantage, please.
Yeah. I have a +2 strength. I could definitely help.
Okay, well that's nat 20, so I guess
there
we're
you
good
go.
on that.
Oh,
Let's start the
yay.
session with a nat 20. Let's go.
And end it with a failed death save.
Bayrick and Wynn, the lizard folk and the dwarf, both run full speed towards the door, and as they slam into it, it just maybe the hinges hadn't been oiled, they must have been rusted, but the doors actually burst inward instantly, revealing the kind of grizzled dwarf barkeeper just sitting among a few like some giant tankards of ale and barley and yeast just kind of sitting in there. Has her crossbow out, but was not expecting the door to break open.
Put the crossbow down.
Just drops the crossbow, and as the crossbow hits the ground, it fires its bolt, just shoots through into the wall. This thing. Aye, you got me.
All right. Where are the rest of the red brands?
Almost rogue-like, a small smirk appears upon her lips, almost maybe realizing that she might be useful to you still, and is like, "If I tell ye what's in it for me."
You get to live.
Can I squeeze between
Yeah, of course.
these
You're
two
halfling.
and just get one of my swords up to her throat as close as I can,
Yep.
Go ahead.
and just I suppose you get to live.
Yeah, I just met this guy. All right?
Mhm.
I don't know what he's gonna do. So maybe you should talk. And
Whatever
the
he
more
does,
information you give us, the more likely you will live.
And
Whatever he
also,
does will be quick
if
and
he
painless.
if he kills you, I am not above eating you. I love dwarven meat.
Bash,
Hey!
can you just roll intimidation for me?
Sure.
better than what I would have done. I would have just said it would close, would put the doors back up, and light the building on fire.
It is the answer for everything.
Well, it's full of ale. It's gonna explode.
I see a 13 and a 13 was your first roll, right?
Yeah, I use beyond 20 for roll 20, and I guess I didn't cut off
Oh,
for this.
got you. Yeah, okay. I had that. I got rid of it because I don't.
We had the
roll
same
20.
problem last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get rid of it.
I'll take your. It's your
Super
first rolls. I'm pretty sure.
And turn it off.
It's up to you. I can just take your first roll. It doesn't bother me too much. It was just harder for me to.
Yep.
It wasn't really fair for me as the DM to be like, yeah, it's you, and it's like two different rolls.
The 2 and a 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, gazing upon the rest of the party, Wynn, who she saw being quite brutal, the pale tiefling, the white-skinned tiefling in the back, who she had saw just catch all of her former patrons ablaze, and then the stout dwarf and this new halfling wielding his blade to her neck. She's like, that do seem to be a good trade. Glassstaff will kill me for this one, but they be hiding up in the manor, in the cellar.
Tell me about Glassstaff. What are we walking into?
He be a very strong wizard. You might wish to be careful around him.
A wizard?
Oh, I love wizards. They always think they're so coy.
Nothing about this little outfit made me think that a wizard would be at the top of it.
Well, he be. I do not lie.
He could be controlling them.
Sure. What was the point of all this? Why were you extorting townspeople? Where did these people you pulled out of their homes, where did they go? What have you done?
Me? I did nothing. All I do is serve my drinks and mind my own business. If
All
you're
right,
red
do I
blood,
think she's lying? That seems like total horseshit.
you can always roll insight.
I'll roll inside.
She could have just been the innkeeper.
Ah, 13.
13. Seems like she's being truthful.
Okay. So maybe she's not part of the Red Brands.
Are you a
I
part
guess
of
I'll
the
ask
red
her.
brand?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, a coin's a coin is what I always say. It do not matter to me. No one came here before. The red brands came here and purchased ale. Who am I to turn them away?
I can agree with
But-
that.
But now you have no ale, or no bar, no inn.
And I can blame you for that. As she kind of peers
I'm sorry?
at Tybalt as she says it.
And that one of the red brand did throw fire at one of us. It's not
That's true.
entirely my fault.
Not entirely I, but you coming in here caused the problem that started the blaze itself.
I just wanted to drink my own drink.
We did
Are
tell you
we-
that
are
was
we-
against the rules.
Mm,
Are we just all standing around the door right now?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
looks like it.
Very
Perhaps we should move away from the burning building that is on fire that is fairly close to this alcohol-filled wooden shack.
It's not a...
Sorry, I was gonna say I'll ask if her answers have been satisfactory.
I mean, is there anything else we want to know? We know he's a wizard. We know...
Cellar at the manor.
How are we going to get
Yeah.
into the manor?
Yeah.
How
Do
are
you know
we
back
going
how
to
many
get
people
into
are there?
this?
Who else is there with him?
How many bodies do they have?
You know-
Bodies.
Most of the red brands come in and out. I know at least 15 of them. You seem to have killed a few of them already. So I'd
Yep.
say at least 10 red brands left in there. I'm not sure what else is dwelling in the depths of that cellar, but that's on
Well,
you, not on me.
How do we get ins?
If it dies, it dies. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, let me think. You probably go up there, walk up the hill, and go down the cellar.
Are there locks or traps?
I wouldn't know such thing.
Let's go.
All right. Let's grab her. I want to talk to Sildar before we head up there.
Okay. Sildar is still in the front, kind of watching the fire blaze as Barthen and Lennar, who had met in the end, the miner, are just kind of taking things of water. The town master is just on the street, just pacing back and forth, freaking out.
I'm
Sil-
I don't mean it. I don't mean this sarcastically at all, but you like holding up your short sword and RP is like awesome.
like that.
It is
yes.
to a dwarf. It is to a dwarf, though, so it definitely reaches.
The fire looks great today, doesn't it, Sildar?
This blaze is burning too long for us to put out. The best we can do is keep it from spreading at this point. But I don't think we're losing much.
No.
Sildar,
Aye.
we interrogated the innkeep here, who took a crossbow shot at Tybalt, and she said that the leader of these red bands is a wizard named Glassstaff. You heard anything in your travels the last time you were up here about someone named Glassstaff?
I've not heard of a glass staff, but that does come to mind. I do believe Jarno Albrecht did own a staff tipped with glass, so maybe either they captured Jarno there and took his staff, or Glassstaff himself, maybe who I was searching for this whole time.
What was
Maybe they'll
what was
also know.
Albrecht doing here?
Yes.
He came here, kind of out of character. He came here to kind of survey the town for future Lord's Alliance expansions out here. He was a member of the Lord's Alliance along with Sildar.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Wait. Another question, slightly out of character. Why shouldn't the town's leader be living in the manor?
It's like a ruin.
Okay. All right.
Ruins.
So it's not like they kicked him out of his house and he's living in his office. Okay. All
It
right.
wouldn't surprise me.
Hi.
All right.
Oh, we're letting her go.
Why don't we stick her with Sildar and he can keep an
Yeah.
eye on her so she doesn't warn them,
I would bring her to Sildar, see what he says.
because he's basically taken up. He's actually hanging out in the cells.
He's basically the law of this town at this point.
So,
Yeah.
not out of character, but definitely in character, I don't get to eat her.
You do not get to eat her.
No,
Yeah.
there are at least 11 more bodies you get to eat.
Okay.
I mean, you could also be an herbivore. You don't have, or like there's other foods out there. I made you a delicious fruitcake.
And that was very good. I 100%
Got needs.
loved it. But again, very cold-blooded creature. Love warm dead bodies.
Look,
or
apples-
alive.
Apples are good, but meat, I'd have meat over apples any day,
All right, so yeah, let's take Grizzla to Sildar and have Sildar keep an eye on her. All right, Sildar, can you keep an eye on this this innkeeper that seems to be in league with the Red Brands while we go take care of the rest of the Red Brand problem?
I believe a night in the cells will do her some good.
She's gonna need a place to sleep anyway.
Yeah, Grizzla, and you owe us a favor anyway, because if you're in that cell, it's unlikely Glassstaff will have your head.
I will keep an eye on her. She's like, thanks a lot. We got a nice bedroll for her in the cell, full of bed bugs. She'll enjoy the night.
Harsh.
Harsh world.
All right.
All right.
It's getting late. Do we want to sleep before we go to this manor, or do we just want to head straight there?
I think my inclination is to go straight there, because now they're gonna know, and we have like the benefit of surprise right now, potentially.
That was a test, and that was the right answer. Let's go. Let us head to the manor.
Should,
And then
should we fill in our Nevin, and do you go Baz or Baz? What should I call you?
Throws her Baz. Baz is fine.
Baz. Do you want to come with us? Root out the rest of these Red Brands?
What if they say no?
they just start the
Well, I
little
just-
adventure.
We gotta.
That's actually not why we're here. So
Yeah. Thanks, bye.
This
Everybody's okay
mission
here,
doesn't
we're gonna
scream
carry on.
glory.
It's like, I'll see you later.
Yeah, no. I'm absolutely in. If these people are bad, let's rout them.
All right, sounds good.
Okay,
should we-
just
yes,
remember.
and
Wait.
Should we?
Just
if we get
remember-
a,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no good. I was say if we wind up getting discounted at the good stores. That'll definitely help us with our mission here.
Also,
Well,
weren't
I'm
there
sure we'll need
orcs near the
supplies.
manor?
What'd you say?
Weren't there orcs near the manor? Or am I remembering this wrong?
No.
Oh, the orcs. The wanted poster for the orcs was out east towards Wyvern Tor, a little bit out of town. Well, not a little bit,
Okay.
quite out of town.
Maybe we'll go do that after we handle this red brand menace.
But yeah, just remember, you find red on the dead bodies, you collect it.
Right, because it's worth like what, 5 silver?
I
Put
can't
Sam
remember.
Neill on top of.
I did because he looks like Sam
Welcome
Neill. Tell
to
me I'm
Jurassic
wrong.
Park.
Is it just red fabric?
They're all wearing red fabric because they're a gang, and
Yeah.
gangs usually recognize each other through some sort of fabric that is colored.
Like a cloak or a handkerchief or
Yeah.
a tie?
Bandanas and dirty handkerchiefs so far.
So I think Barthen's basically giving us 5 silver apiece for each one we can bring back. Because, so I mean, and I guess I'd fill these guys in. So the background here is that they've been doing some pretty heinous stuff. They've pulled some people out of their homes and they've disappeared. They've been like shaking down local shopkeepers for money.
Putting toilet paper on the rolls the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, there's no good thing they've done, and the town's leader is like scared to death of them. So
Toilet paper.
That was funny.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Putting toilet
So
paper on the
what is-
rolls.
Oh yeah, right. They've been toilet papering the trees. Unbelievable.
Next
This
thing you know,
place.
yeah. Well, if there's anything else, what are y'all two's preferred fighting styles? Because just
Well, I think this guy likes short swords. I like that.
well, the
Both
short
of 'em.
guy needs short swords. The regular swords for him. They're not short swords.
I'm here for that.
In 5e, technically, they're still that's
I know.
not a
I
thing
know.
anymore.
I know. That was an in-character joke.
Stop metagaming, Ryan. Just kidding. The DM who's supposed to metagame.
I was gonna say the only one that's allowed to metagame. Well, everyone can metagame. Just I prefer if you not can, but if you metagame for a second, I'm not gonna freak out. I'm just saying. Of all the people that can metagame, it would be me. Just saying.
Like I always say, I think metagaming, like the extent of metagaming in D&D is like if you have a question of how something works.
Yep.
What? I think it would make sense to talk about your strategy in a fight ahead of time,
Well,
but
yeah,
like
that
in the
definitely.
middle of a battle with like 6 seconds in between
Yeah, that,
turns or
By
whatever. you're
metagaming,
not-
I'm meaning
yeah.
like that orc has 14 AC, or
Oh yeah.
my stealth is +5. That's what I mean by metagaming.
Got it.
Okay,
Alright,
first
dragon.
off, my stealth is only +4, so shut the fuck up.
Okay, banned. See you later.
Oh.
Slash kick.
Okay, so you guys see Sildar escorting Grizzla down the trail. He had kind of tied her hands together behind her back, and she's just looking at the dirtiest look ever towards you guys as she's walking off. The
I love.
townspeopl's still freaking out. The
Wait,
and
where's
it's
my
just
sword?
burning behind you. They've kind of stopped it from spreading, got the area around it wet, but the timbers and the ceiling have all started to collapse at this point.
I love watching dwarf women walk away.
I thought
The
you
sun
liked
is
gnome
nearly
women, man.
Fully
You've said that
set.
about every woman we've played.
Goblin
there's a
woman walks away, and he's like, "Oh God."
Ah, no, I see goblins. I have one instinct, and it's not
That is
nice.
true.
That's true.
It's very true. Gobbo Slayer.
Mhm.
It's a heated confrontation.
Sorry, Ryan. Continue.
You're fine. You're fine. The sun is nearly set now. Just a last glimmer of the rays of the sun just kind of shining as the dark, cloudy sky is covering the rest of the night. You see the trail leading east to the old manor. Quite dark. Doesn't seem like any lights are coming from the manor up in the east side of in the top of the hill.
Well, we better get going before we lose all visibility.
Please. I don't see so well in the dark.
All right, let's go. Win.
Ah.
You first.
What is with all these people?
I
that
can't see at all in the dark.
Yeah, I
I
can't
see
see in the
perfectly
dark.
in the dark.
By the way, Ryan, I forgot, but I think last time you said that I'm boned on that in this town, right? I'm not going to find anything for vision here. I think you
Correct.
did say that.
But you,
yeah.
but we did buy you a hooded lantern.
You
Oh
do have-
yes,
You
that's
mean-
right, a hooded lantern.
When you walked into the general store and asked for goggles of night by name,
Did I do
Is
that?
that
I
what you're
thought I
talking
said
about?
or potion of the vision. I said
Oh.
anything like that.
I don't think
there
we're gonna
wasn't anything like
knock that out of level 2. Man, that
yeah,
might
I
be
think-
down the road.
the first town that barely has. I'm surprised they have 2 inns. Honestly, like
He's only got one roll of toilet paper. He doesn't have goggles that let you see in the dark.
Well, now they have one in, thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
By the way,
we can
That's true.
rebuild it.
If anything, we just made it better for the other inn people. We should go extort money
It's
from
true.
them for
I
that.
think, yeah.
Hey, we did your work by burning down
Whoa.
that inn. I didn't tell you to burn down that inn. No, but nobody's gonna believe you.
Ooh,
Look at this.
this place
I'm still
looks
loading.
fancy.
This place is
Oh, wow.
in a bad shape.
Wow, that is
As long as
wow.
the foundations are good, we should be fine.
Was this supposed to be covered, Ryan?
not really.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We don't know what's in each room.
Valid. Yangling.
Heading up the hill, you guys travel just a few minutes. Very shallow incline going up. Small stone path. Still a little overgrown, but definitely still has travel going back and forth. And towards the top of the hill, you see a old, ruined manor. A lot of it collapsed. All the windows are pretty much broken out. The door is knocked down. Definitely been in ruin for quite a long time. Ivy growing on the rocks that and the stones of the walls that have not fully collapsed yet.
This place looks like it could have been nice at one point. Shame.
Yeah, it's definitely large.
Who do you think lived here?
I mean,
When it
they said it
was
was an old
nice.
manor, but I don't know. I mean, this town is basically just been refounded after being dead for hundreds of years, I think.
It was destroyed by
Oh, right.
an orc invasion hundreds of years ago.
Mm.
It's always
So this
Manor
seems
was
like it was
called
probably
Tressendar
stacked.
Manor.
Say again.
It was called Tressendar Manor.
Tressendar.
All right.
Well,
I'm
looks
assuming
like
we probably don't want to take a frontal approach. I mean, there's no doors. The doors appear to be on the ground.
I
Yep,
mean,
the doors
that's
are
just
knocked
that-
in. You just see darkness inside.
they seem to have an
Doors
open door
don't like-
policy.
I say we just go. Let's go in.
Yeah, let's just walk into the front door. What's the worst that could happen?
You always say that when.
Has he died yet?
True.
No, I guess that's fair.
Oh, she said they're in the cellar, correct?
Yes. Don't
Eh.
most cellars have like a back entrance though?
True.
That's what I was gonna say. Most cellars are connected to the outside. Yes.
Yeah. The path splits before you head to the front, to around the side. So we could try to go around the side there.
Let's do it. We can go anyway. Just as long as I get to
Can-
eat something.
How much of the building is made of wood, Ryan?
Oh God, no!
All right. If an orc invasion didn't burn this place to the ground, I don't think you're gonna be able to.
Oh
Just
my God.
whatever. Mostly of stone. Surprisingly, this thing the floors on the inside may be wood. Whatever supports, or maybe the floors from the upper
I see.
upper
Not worth
levels
it.
that fell down would be wood, but it's mostly stone on the outside.
I like this idea. He sets it on fire. It caves in through the floor. Everybody in the basement dies.
I mean, that's one way to tackle a problem.
I think we should just face it head on.
That could always be the backup.
That could be
The backup. If we have to leave, I'll burn the place to the ground.
Fucking love it.
Yeah. I mean, do we want anybody to scout ahead, or should we just kind of to?
So is anybody here really sneaky? that could go
I'm
scout
a
ahead?
sneaky barbarian. So I don't mind taking the point because I am a barbarian, so
I've been known to sneak my way through some dungeons. My only problem is that I can't see in the dark, so
It's gonna look the same here.
I don't know how well that'll be. Um,
Maybe
Well, if we
it
wanna-
makes more sense to stick together then.
If we
Yeah,
want to
that's
check the back, we can at least sneak and check the back. It's still light out for now, right? Or is it dark?
Just a little bit of light.
By
I
the
think.
time you get here, there was, as you started heading towards the hill, there was like barely any light left. So there's still, it's getting smaller and smaller by the second. Barely any light. Very dark at this point. Not complete darkness, but
Let's just go
there's
through.
no
the
red
front
in
door.
the sky.
Do we hear anything?
Very quiet.
Okay.
Like unnaturally so.
You still hear chirping of insects as night was falling. No birds or anything, but no noises of anyone moving around. No voices, nothing like that.
How many stories is this?
Seemed like it was multiple stories at one point, but looks like most of the upper floors have collapsed in on themselves.
So I'm a dwarf and familiar with stonework. Do I feel like this place has like an extensive basement or dungeon or something beneath it, based on what I can see?
You would assume just by the first level and everything around it that it definitely could have an extensive basement,
Okay.
especially being on a higher level than
Right.
the rest
Got it.
of the town.
Well, are we going?
Yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to take point, Win? And
Sure.
we'll kind of.
so are we going the sneaky route or just the head-on route?
I think we're going around because so you said there was no light coming out of those front doors, right, Ryan?
Correct.
Okay. Then I'd say we go around back.
Yeah, let's
Is
go
it-
around back.
Yep, let's go.
I will go stealthy boy, check around back.
I don't think they could be expecting us, right? Like no one.
Nobody made it back.
We went straight here. I mean, yeah.
Secret stealthy lizard. Secret stealthy lizard.
What if nobody's here?
That would be the day.
Do you have your hooded lamp on?
Oh, I'm gonna need it or else I won't be able to see.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, because
Okay,
the,
well-
the hooded lantern, you can drop it down to 5 feet in front of you, or open it up to give it, I think, 30 feet. If I remember. I have it in my inventory, so I can give it to you.
I think outside I'm not that worried about it, so I'll do the 30 feet.
Yep.
When we get inside,
Okay.
I'll be more
If he's
worried
li-
about it.
Yeah, if he's gonna light up his lamp, I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
Okay.
It's 4 torch side lights.
Can I
Within
dim those with
120
thaumaturgy?
foot range.
What was the other question?
I was like, can I dim those with thaumaturgy if we want to?
I
It's
don't
like a
think.
di-
I
It's
don't
not.
know if it dims magical light.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that makes sense.
They're basically torches
Okay.
that I can move around and whatnot.
Like hard orbs at the surface, or like a just a spiritual-ish light?
I don't
You
really
can make them
think of that
whatever
one.
color he wants, to be honest.
Yeah.
But is it-
Yeah, I'm gonna say that they're just like spheres of light.
Like little white balls floating around.
Well, yeah, like
There are
little
4 lights.
like yellowish balls.
Or we have
Do-
Wen leading the way with his hooded lantern fully open, just blasting light everywhere, and then 4 dancing balls, white spheres of light, just
Why can't everyone have dark vision?
Are we at a rave?
So- Do we see any light coming from inside the building yet as we come around back?
you've seen no light on in the building at
What?
all.
There's no light.
We should have just gone on the front.
All right. I would
While
like to
we're-
proceed extremely carefully as we presumably enter this place.
I
While
think
we're
there's
going
there's a
around-
door right here, right? Is there any other
Yep,
openings?
you see, as you kind of come around the side of this building, besides the pile of rubble you had walked past, that kind of were able to climb into and get inside the building, kind of into the darkness there. As you come around this corner of the building, you see a small back door also broken in.
Well, I do like back doors. Let's go in the back door.
How fresh is the break? Well, they've probably been here a while, so
The wood's quite rotted.
it seems like, are we talking about, how old are we talking? Pretty old?
I don't know if your dwarven stonework
No,
can give you
wouldn't.
any kind of wood.
I mean, it'd be
Maybe
pretty
it
easy to
would've.
tell if something had been broken in half recently or not recently.
It
but
looks
yeah.
like it was the doorway itself was kicked in from the outside, but
Okay.
very long time ago.
Can I tell how old the wood might be, or the rot?
Sure, make a history check. Let's do that.
A history
Would
check.
my archaeological experience
Ooh,
I was
aid in
I
that?
was thinking like nature might be assisted, but like I'll do a history.
that's a good idea.
I think that I actually like your nature check better, so you can do nature, and then with Derek's help, go ahead and roll that at advantage.
17.
17?
Yeah.
This wood seems to be, as it's broken and just kind of almost fading back into the earth, at least 100 years ago. This
Okay.
door was broken in.
Guys,
Dang.
are we sure they're here?
Yes.
This place seems long forgotten.
Yeah, but bandits don't care where they live.
Are there any tracks?
From this door, there's no tracks going in. You see actually a fine layer of dust on the ground.
Huh.
Maybe.
Where is there anything else back here in this back area? Because there's a
just
path
like an
that comes
old,
around.
like behind you.
Yeah, like sort of. Yeah, where we're standing right now, back here, like there's a path here.
Mhm.
Just curious, like what? Maybe it's like a little courtyard, or
Yeah, it's like an
We-
old courtyard, maybe a lookout post at one point, looking out the east side of the town.
Have we
There's
seen
no like
any?
structures or anything, just like some trees.
Sorry. I mean, have we seen any sort of like cellar doors like it built into the ground? Because cellar under the house.
Doesn't seem like it.
huh?
Well, let's just go into the house. What are we so afraid of?
Yep.
Keep your eyes open.
Okay.
I'll take the lead, I suppose.
Do we need to make our icons much smaller?
Don't worry about it
Okay.
As I walk
is
in
more
here,
for
what do I
flavor.
see, my dude?
for
He's
these
like-
hallways.
He's like, don't worry about it until we roll initiative, and then worry about it.
Okay, you sneak in when, and what are you doing as you're going in?
Just taking a look left and right, sniffing the air.
Are you changing your hooded lantern roll?
We'll take it down to about, 10 feet.
Turning like halfway down.
Mm-hmm.
To your left, you see an old staircase kind of crumbled in upon itself. To the right, you see a old stone wall.
The staircase is leading up, I'm assuming, yeah? Well, was.
Sort of.
It used to, I mean. Alright.
Mhm.
Just keep moving it forward, I suppose. To the hallway until it breaks.
Okay. With your lantern to your right, you see the hallway leading to your right, still stone floors. Looks like it's leading to a room a little further on. To your left, you see like an old storage room. Some like rotting carpets, old wooden tables. Everything's kind of thrown about. There's like paintings thrown on the ground.
No sign of footsteps or anything?
Nope.
I say we head right down this hallway.
Okay.
Agreed.
Due to my map being so secretive, don't worry about rolling perception. But as you enter this room, it kind of has other hallways leading from it. You see from the hallway directly to your left, you do see many footsteps through the dust leading down, and kind of see a looks to be like a recently moved piece of stone square, kind of filling the center of the room.
Huh. In the center of this room here?
Yep.
Well, well, well.
Like what?
When would you like to move the stone?
I was saying,
Yeah,
if you
let's
want me
take
to
a-
move
let's
the
take a
stone,
look
let's
at
move
it.
the stone.
Can I take a look at it before we like? How big is the stone?
Nope, too late.
Like it's
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Nope. Dwarves and their stones.
it's
Always
yeet.
It's about like 4 foot in length and 4 foot in width.
Ooh, that's a
very
heavy
square
stone.
piece.
That's a big stone.
We can do
Mhm.
it. I believe in us.
Yeah, we can, but it's not gonna be quiet.
Well, I can't burn it, so there's really no other options here.
You have one gear.
Can
Is
I
there-
can I kind of push through and excuse me,
Sure.
just look around, see if there's because you said it looks like it was moved, so I'm gonna look around for like a triggering mechanism of some sort, button, a lever, book in the shelf, candlestick that turns, something
Here, go ahead and roll.
in that manner.
For that, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Perception.
I can back him up on that if needed.
Oh, I rolled an 11, so
Go ahead, roll at advantage.
perception. 17.
That's pretty good.
17. You look around and you're gazing for a lever or maybe a book that looks like it's moved recently. You don't see any bookcase or anything around, but in the top right corner of the stone, you see what looks to be like a grip, like a handhold.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
there
All
any
And I
rocks on the
tell them
ground
that.
slid?
Well, so maybe,
You know,
I
if the
didn't, I
stone
didn't hear
moves,
what you just said.
I
Daniel.
apologize. I asked if there were any like tracks on the ground where it had been slid across anywhere.
With the perception roll before, you do see that it definitely has been picked up and just kind of moved a little bit, maybe like a few feet to the side.
you know, even if we move this rock, they're gonna think it's just the other people coming back from the bar.
Yep.
At least at first.
All right, let's do it then.
till they see a lizard folk drop down, and
Oh,
then it's
that's
I mean,
up.
I
okay.
could go down first, and I'll cast disguise self on myself and make me look like one of the people from the bar.
Please do. I just
I was
want to
gonna
see
ask-
him blow everything up.
I
So
was gonna ask if you guys had any of the red fabric already.
we
yeah,
do,
We do. Yeah.
but
Could we-
I'll use disguise myself to look like one of the people from the bar. Maybe the one that we burned alive. I like throwing them onto the burning table. The one that went interrogated.
That-
And I'll just say I'll
Retrospect.
go down first.
All right, so I can move the stone and he can cast disguise self.
I've already casted it. It's like I can do it at will.
Oh, okay.
For those who weren't there, it sounds a lot worse the way that Tybalt said it. But it's not.
Actually,
Was
I
it-
feel like it sounds exactly right
Actually,
on.
he made it sound a lot better because if I remember correctly, the guy flipped us off and wouldn't tell us anything, so I ate his finger when he flipped us off,
Right.
and then picked him up and tossed him back into the fire.
Maybe I should have
Alive.
left it alone. They were real jerks, though. I
Oh,
just want to
man.
be clear about that.
By the end of this game, we will no longer be the good guys.
No, we're plenty good. These guys are awful.
I mean, yeah, but still, I ate his finger and threw him in a fire. Why?
It's true.
Yeah, but he
Whatever.
probably ate a few people's fingers, you know?
That's valid. All right, so I'm gonna move this stone. I'm gonna put my scaly ass hand right into that spot that looks like a handle, and say, "I'm strong as fuck, boy."
What about hey Tybalt? Do we need like a word or something that you can? I don't know. Maybe if we listen, that we know that you need help. I
Banana
don't know.
bread.
If the temperature rises, he needs help.
Sure.
Banana bread will be the word.
Oh,
Banana
okay.
bread.
Okay.
When you go and grip the stone and go to move it, it feels much lighter than what you would expect, and it easily slides out of the way, and kind of revealing underneath it, it just kind of being painted wood.
All this build up for
All right,
painted wood.
there's no hole.
There is a hole.
Ah, I see.
That was just the top of the slide.
Ah,
Mm,
Underneath, you see a ladder leading down, and
Huh.
you do see lights from torches
I will go down.
going down the ladder.
How far down is the ladder?
Looks like it goes down about 10 to 15 feet.
Okay.
Tibble, as you come down, you find yourself in a very musty room, some roots and stuff growing from the ground, old moss on a very gray stone floor. To your right, you see like a little fountain of old, very like opaque water.
Interesting. But no sign of any red brand.
Now that you can see as you first come down, you see a few doors. One looks like it's leading to your right, and one kind of off to the corner ahead of you.
I'm gonna walk back to the ladder and just whisper up, or like as loud as I need to be for them to hear me. First room's good if you guys want to come down.
Yes, I want to come
Yes.
down.
Let's do this.
That was Barrett coming down.
Say again?
You were coming down, right?
Yes, I'm definitely coming down. Yep.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think everyone's coming down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want everybody in the room, that way we don't have to go through. Oh, he said banana bread. We all got to climb down this ladder one at a time.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, banana bread.
Alright, and then I'm gonna
Now you just
attempt.
make me really want some goddamn banana bread.
Yeah,
I'm gonna attempt to go through this door down here, the one on the bottom left.
All right. What's your passive perception?
Boop, boop, boop. 10.
10?
Yep.
As you get close to the door, you do hear muffled voices that seem to be kind of just having a little bit of heated discussion. Maybe not an argument, but definitely very boisterous. Can't really make out what they're saying. You hear
I'm
like
gonna go check the
tankers
other
clanking
door.
down.
Wait. Psst. Tibble. Tibble.
What?
Tibble.
What?
Psst.
What?
Tibble.
Why are you being so loud?
I'm not being loud. You look like one of them.
I do.
Go in there and have them come out here, where we will be ready.
Okay. I'm gonna just open the door and go in.
Stabby, stab.
Inside, you see 4 more. All seem to be humans, all dressed in various manner of leather, hide attire. All just kind of clanking their flagons, drinking, and having a meal at the table. As you open the door, one of them turns back, seems to recognize you, and says, "Rick, you're late. Your watch was supposed to be over a few hours ago."
I'll raise my hand and sort of like, it is what it is, fashion, you know. Not saying anything, just sort of a shrug my shoulders and, oh well.
They seem to accept your answer, and they go back to their drinks. They're all kind of tossing coins to each other, and it seems to be 2 of them are playing cards at the other side of the table.
I'll be honest, I didn't think I'd get this far.
We should get ready since I told him to bring them back in here for an attack.
Yeah. So when I would have walked in, I would have closed the door. I'm gonna walk over to here. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy to make the door just fling open.
This door?
Yep, that door.
Fucking get ready, boys!
The door flings open, is slammed in the stone, and all the people at the table just kind of look back and like, "What the hell? What the hell was that?"
Is it an indoor or an outdoor for us?
Yeah, that's true.
It
That's a good
pulled,
point.
it pulled out towards you.
I'm gonna look just as surprised as they are and just wait for them to do something.
Does the door just stay open with your thumb?
Yes, it'll just stay open.
One of them is gonna get up and be like, "Damn wind!"
Underground
Walk
wind.
towards the door.
Underground wind.
wind.
He's had a few drinks. He's gonna go and try to close the door.
Every time if he successfully closes the door, I'm going to once again just open it.
Now he's really confused. What the hell? as the door swings open again, you guys are all kind of standing in a line on the other side of the door.
It's like a conga line.
Yeah,
seriously.
I don't
Let's
think I'd be
see.
standing there.
No.
Hey, you
I
put
was
yourself where
thinking-
you want.
I was thinking.
No, put
yeah.
yourself where you want
Okay.
real quick before I make this.
Yeah, before
We'll
we
make
do
the
that.
assumption that he can just be like, "Wait a minute, what are you doing now?"
I kind of like where I am because I am the barbarian.
I would say that's okay.
Is that grate thing? Is that like an actual grate, or what is that raised? Or
Could he
what is
stand
that?
on it?
Shit, I dropped my dice.
Like-
It is
Like
a
this right here?
grate, and it is raised, and you do see like just a pool of nasty, dirty, smelly water.
Okay, so I'm gonna avoid that, just in case it
Okay.
like opens up or something.
Okay. I
And
would say.
that's good. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say while that's going on, I'm gonna kind of be over here and actually just checking the other, like listening the other door.
Go ahead and roll perception for listening at the other door.
Perception. Wow, I'm rolling like shit. That's a 9.
A 9. You don't hear anything.
It's a really nice door.
A few drips of water from just moisture dropping, but the door is very sound, sturdy door.
Hmm.
What I do want to have is Bastros, can you please roll a go ahead and roll a stealth against this Red Brand's perception for me.
Hey, baby.
Damn.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
Why is
That's
nothing
good.
showing up for
The
me?
door
Okay.
swings open again due to Tybalt's thaumaturgy, and the bandit just sits there, is like,